Here's the other thing. I am the center of the universe, beginning and end of it. That's how I was. That's how I fell. The Hashogis, the shaman, the tribal men, they all know this. I am not one of your humans that needs a letter of reference, that needs an interview, that needs to hold their tongue, be respectful. I speak to them directly without an intermediary. So this whole bullshit of Alice, the Alice that married Michael Murza, who may or may not be like a spy operative for some spiritual community that they can trust over there, right? That has tribal whatever, and nobody gives a shit, and nobody actually authorized that. It's all a bunch of fucking lies. Because Michael has his Arabic community that actually is respectful, and he plays the devil's advocate really well, considering that Alice Murza is his liver cancer that he's been carrying around with him his whole fucking life. And oh my God, look at that. Did he just get diagnosed with that? Imagine our concern. Nobody ever. So here's the thing. I didn't need an Alice Murza. I just flew into that dereliction accounting method by the shitbags in far epsilon east in spiritual community. I don't need, they might not like the way that I speak. That's because you've just fucked up my entire appearance, shitheads, and nobody will fucking kill you and your kids. So here's the thing. I don't need an intermediary. I write it, I say it, it's law, that's it. I'm universal law. I'm the center. I'm the royal star. I tell the shaman and whatnot. So when I fly in, oh my God, to the next batch of fucking insane shitbags, Mark King arrives in Lloyd Harbor Elementary School, second grade, and we're having a great time. Him, me, Brad Ray, Chris Carlson, we're all in like a whatever. Andy Reynolds was there, I think, at some point, or maybe on the playground. There was a couple of us. And then all of a sudden, Brad Ray says something to somebody. It gets to be a big thing on the playground. Courtney Gross is there, Tara Price. It's like a whole, like, little people community of, like, the next version of shit show. And the king and queen are there and being disrespected, trying to get their royal court of brethren in some form of an order and a body order and to make nice. And then shit shows going on in behind closed doors that one of us was finding out about and then calling the other one out. And calling the shots from the playground. Then all of a sudden Mark King can no longer come to school. Miss Metz, the science teacher in second grade, they were going to introduce some computer lab, which I didn't want. And Mark King wasn't agreeing to. We already told them that. But again, carefully placed Bush American representative and a Deutschland special lesbian from what the fuck is going on, George Bush, in 1980s territory, Lloyd Harbor, New York. And whose fucking agenda? Are we pushing Ramstein? Because that seems like you're ramming a broomstick up my fucking ass. That's what it feels like, a Monica Lewinsky, Rodney King thing. Right, yeah, thanks, humans. You're a real fucking shit show. You're really worth all those medals of honor, I swear to fucking Christ. So then, let's see about this. Then we get third grade. Mark King's pulled out of elementary school. He's no longer able to protect me, keep in touch with me, see me, feel me, touch me. All the things he's supposed, as my betrothed, and the direction that we are required to go in, he's taken away completely, and I know nothing. And then all of a sudden the memory starts to dissipate. And then I fly into Miss Arvan's class, who's part Iranian, I believe. And she has like dark greenish eyes, short woman, short hair, always wore like a sequined dress and heels. She was very ladylike. She came from a important background, so I heard. Or that was the floating theory. And she shows up, so does Shana Hildebrand. Now, Hildebrand is a very, really ostentatious last name because it does not belong on a Shawnee. Shana is plagiarizing a very important SS Nazi last name and confusing everyone in Academy elsewhere and Citadel level. She also is playing the Shawnee Indian card, SHAWNEECARD, with Miss Texas Hold'em up in Alice Murza territory of two like-minded shitbags that keep calling themselves a native, calling themselves an Indian, and calling themselves an American with their disgusting genetic picture and persona, and confusing every Nazi, every SS as to who they are on paper without a photo, and causing mass chaos in instruction and in fixing things at team level. But that's what these shitbags do at my level, because them and Bradley Ray and Bradley Ray's family ensured that Mark King got pulled out of district for being related to, or last name being of a family name of a Hitler, and the whole upset about burning and frying people in a gas chamber that nobody in America could verify. But there was video. Yeah, right, sure. But did it really actually happen? Right, yeah, pulled somebody out of catalog, said that it really happened. Yeah, it's called an implant memory. Whatever. You guys are really a fucking piece of shit to work with. I swear to fucking Christ. You just got Mark King's person right in second grade. We wouldn't have any of this, debate, and you wouldn't be dying of all sorts of things that nobody gives a shit about over and over and over again in some kind of torturous chamber of you'll keep repeating the insanity until we put you out of our misery. Right, yeah, that's where we're at. I never said that the Shawnee Indian, because the Indian over there, every time you say Indian, thinks it's their acceptable Indian, which is a darker skin with a black color hair that's more like a shiny whatever, but with texture to it. That's more respectable. No, that's not what Shauna was saying. They're more of the Koreans that are left over, but they're not even native nor American, nor are they Indian, because that gets, again, your words. You keep teaching all the wrong fucking things in agendas that don't belong to you, because nobody's speaking to your level of genetic when we got universal shit and a communication system that is so broken and wrong and people argue over that I'm ready to have people walk around, cut tongues out just so they can't make noise anymore. So we could get one thing understood amongst all the conscious. I mean, seriously, it's just easier to collapse the entire reality and not worry about what's left in it. But I don't know, somehow nobody thinks that that's the way to go, and I really don't give a shit. I'm going any fucking day now, guys. You get that system unlocked. Let's go.